What I want to do today is talk about the eye opening statistic that made me change the way I do marketing and why it's made a huge difference to my business. So, I started N Accounting about 9 years ago. It used to be called Northants Accounting, but it's the same business. So, I started N Accounting about 9 years ago, and for the first 8 years of this business, in hindsight, I would say I've been getting marketing wrong. So you'll say, well, you built up this big business with staff and clients. So how could you be getting marketing wrong? And I'll explain why. Because back then, I thought I was actually doing a good job at marketing until I got this business coach, Amanda, and she really, really opened my eyes in terms of how marketing really works and why most businesses get it wrong. And she just shared with me like a really simple statistic, and I think it's based on her own observations because she's an expert at sales and marketing and scaling for accountants. But what the observation she came up with was if you interact with 100 of the right people, 3% of them will want to buy from you straight away. Another 7% will want to buy from you within 3 months, and another 40% will buy from you within 2 years if you keep in touch with them. And another 50%, they might be the right target market for you, but they will never buy from you. Maybe because they've got other arrangements, maybe they just they don't connect with you in the right way. So, and the reason this opened my eyes was she was saying a couple of things, right? Firstly, if you get the right target market, then you can then end up within 2 years end up with 50% of those sales. Imagine keeping up with 100 people, keeping in touch with 100 people over 2 years and getting half of them to become your customer. That's absolutely that'd be amazing. But these are the stats we're starting to see now, even though we're only about just under a year into that strategy. But the reason most businesses don't benefit from this is they do a couple of things. So, in the reverse of what I just said, is they're really generic about who they help and how they help them. So, even at the beginning, they can't even take part in that equation because they're not talking to 100 of the right people, they're talking to thousands of everyone. And then the other thing is they a lot of businesses they advertise. So what they're doing is they're not building up long-term relationships. They're not building up that 2-year relationship. So they're not going to get 50% of the right people. What they're doing is just advertising. So at best, even if they advertise to the right group of people, they might only get 3% of them, the 3% that are looking today, because the other 7% who are going to buy within 3 months, advertising isn't going to reach out and keep them engaged. And the other 40% they're going to buy within 2 years, advertising isn't going to keep them engaged because advertising is all about showing people something once and showing another group of people that thing once. So you've got all these businesses in our economy, and they're just, even when they get their target market right, they're still all fighting over this 3%. And there's very few businesses out there fighting over the 47%. And it's a lot easier and a lot cheaper to fight over the 47% because there's less competition and there's a lot more of them, if you just take the right approach to marketing. And the right approach to marketing is you're not, it's great to pick up the people who just want to buy straight away. But actually, what you're trying to do is build that relationship with people before they know they want what you have. That's the kind of marketing where you're talking about pain points and the value you add and convincing them that your solution is better than whatever they got in place. So you're not working with them at the point they're ready to buy. You're getting them to make the decision that they want to buy and that you're the only person to buy from. So this is the way we switched. We stopped advertising and we started properly marketing to that 47% of people. Yet we still pick up that 3% that want to buy straight away because the quality of our marketing automatically reaches out to them. But there's 47% of people out there, customers, that most businesses are just leaving on the table because they only compete for that 3%. So the moral of this video is if you are just putting ads here, there, everywhere without any clear strategy, and not really targeting them at the right target market with the right solution, then you are going to waste loads of money. Your profits are going to be lower. Your growth will stagnate because of it. And what you've got to do is you just switch to a slightly more long term strategy, although there will still be some quick wins in it. And that's where you're really going to be able to start skyrocketing your profits and really improving the size and scale of your business. So if you want to find out a bit more about this, then go to our website, naccounting.co.uk, and book yourself in for a free strategy session with myself where we can talk about how to actually map out a proper marketing strategy for your business. Thanks.